Hello friends, this is Professor Nilesh Kade. In this video we are going to learn about section 28 amendment of registration in GST, right? So amendment means change. Why do you want to change the GST registration? These are the reasons, right? So many times this is asked in the examinations, be that CA, CS, CMA or any university examinations. Many number of times this is asked because this is practical, very practical section. A business owner can apply for change or changes of the following items. Now only these many things you can change, right? But you can apply for changes. This is important. Name of the business. If you want to change the name of business, then you can apply for registration amendment. See, one question: why the name of business may change? We have mergers, we have demergers, we have amalgamation, we have acquisitions, or you may start a whole new business by closing the old one, right? So in such cases, if you want to close the business, the old business, but you want to continue the same business again with the new name, then the name of the business will change. Otherwise you may apply for the cancellation of the old business and then apply for the new registration in the new business, right? But here in the amendment, in the changes here, name of business will only be changed, okay? And the address of principal place of business, if you were doing business from Bengaluru earlier, now you want to do business from Pune, India, then you can apply for the address of principal place of business change, right? Now additional place of business, if there are any, you are your business is growing and you are doing additional business in additional states or in additional places, their additional place of business can be added, right? That is where you have to apply in the section 28 for the amendment under GST, right? Addition, deletion or retirement of partners or directors, these are the reasons, okay? We are learning about these are the reasons why amendment of GST registrations are done. Addition or deletion or retirement of partners or directors, managing committee, CEO, that is people who are responsible for day-to-day affairs of the business, if any addition or deletion are being done to such people, then amendment should be done because their name appears in the GST registration, right? Mobile number or email address of the authorized signatory is changing, right? Authorized signatory means the person in whose name GST registration is happening, or the person who is on behalf of the registered person is maintaining the accounts, then you can apply for the amendment. That person will be called as authorized signatory. If there is any mistake in the PAN number, the applicant will have no other choice except to file for fresh registration using form GST REG01, right? Fresh registration has to be done because if there is any mistake in the PAN number, because see, GST registration is done based on the PAN number only, but if there is mistake in the PAN, then you will have to apply for the fresh registration only, right? So changes other than the above mentioned points, okay, these are the above mentioned points, will be amended immediately on submitting the form GST REG 14 on the common portal, right? This is what you will have to understand. And how it is done, look at this procedure. You will have to make the information of any amendment. If you have to make such information to the proper officer, and on the basis of information that you have furnished, he may approve your amendment or he may reject your amendment. But if he is rejecting, show cause notice has to be given by the proper officer, and opportunity of being heard shall be given on the rejection to the applicant. This is what you have to understand, right? So this is all about your amendment in GST registration. Let us also understand about the section 29, that is cancellation of GST registration. You can apply for cancellation of a registration in form from the GST can be done under section 29 of CGST Act. Who can cancel the GST registration? A taxpayer. Suo motu cancellation means you are voluntarily cancelling your own GST registration. Legal heirs can apply for the GST cancellation. Then GST proper officer may apply for the GST registration cancellation. right? How it is done? Proper officer may cancel the registration on his own powers or on the basis of application filed by registered taxable person or legal heir. These are the only three possibilities: 1, 2 and 3. These are the only three possibilities, right? Now cancellation can be done by taxpayer in following cases. These are the cases where cancellation of registration are done. If the person is not covered under section 22 of CGST Act 2017, you can apply for the cancellation. If the business is not covered under section 24, that is compulsory registration under section 24, then CGST Act 2017, then you can apply for cancellation. Taxpayer has registered voluntarily, right, not under section 24 or not under section 22 or 24, then you can apply voluntarily for for cancellation, because government thinks that you may apply for cancellation voluntarily as you had applied for registration voluntarily, right? The business has been transferred fully, then you can apply for the cancellation. Amalgamation is happening, apply for cancellation. Demerging is happening, apply for cancellation. Or otherwise disposed by the transferee, right? Then the transferee has to get registered. The transferor will cancel his registration if it ceases to exist, right? Vodafone and Idea, both companies have merged together into Vodafone Idea Limited, right? So Vodafone Idea Limited is the new company. Earlier Vodafone company is wound up or has liquidated. Earlier Idea company has liquidated, and therefore they both have applied for cancellation, right? Now new Vodafone Idea Limited has applied for fresh GST registration. Hope this is understood. There is a change. If there is a change in the constitution of the business, like for example private limited company has changed to a public company, then cancellation has to be done because you are applying again, right? Cancellation by taxpayer or legal heir. So taxpayer to cancel registration in GST has to pay all the GST liability and satisfy that all the compliances of this act has been made. And while applying for the last GST, the amount higher of following has to be paid: amount lying as balance in ITC ledger or output tax payable after ITC set off, whichever is higher, you will have to pay that amount. If your ITC ledger amount is showing something and ITC set off amount, that is output tax payable, is something, then higher of these two amount has to be paid to the GST portal. If ITC is already availed on capital goods, ITC reversal has to be made on unused part of life of capital goods. How it is done? You see the video which is based on ITC reversal, right? Because on capital goods you have taken ITC, but capital goods are not fully utilized. They are not used for full 5 years, which the GST Act says. Let us suppose the capital good is used for 3 years and next 2 years you have not used, but earlier you had taken ITC. Then for these 2 years you will have to reverse the ITC. It means the ITC part which you have taken proportionately on these 2 years, unused 2 years, you will have to give it back to the government, right? File an application in form GST REJ 16 within 30 days of event. This is what you will have to do. And then cancellation date is the date of notice of cancellation. I'm sorry for the mistake. Cancellation of registration, right? So next, cancellation. If you are doing any violation of the GST law, then cancellation can be done by the proper officer. These are the following cases: business not commenced within 6 months of voluntary registration. See, you are taking voluntary registration, but you are not starting business within 6 months. It means it means the GST proper officer will cancel your registration because you are not using your GST return, your GST account, right? No tax invoices were issued. Tax invoice has to be issued. If you are not issuing tax invoices, then GST proper officer will cancel your registration. Remember, business is carried on other than place of business. See, you are taking registration in Karnataka, but you are doing business in Maharashtra. Who will tolerate it? GST proper officer will cancel your registration. No or insufficient details of business are given, like bank account details are not clearly given, supplies are not clearly given, then violation of GST law is done, right? Anti-profiteering is violation of GST law. No returns filed for consecutive 6 tax periods, that is 3 for consumption dealers, composition dealers, right? So composition dealers earlier used to file the quarterly returns. Now they are filing annual returns. Amendment has been made, we will see all these things later. But for consecutive 6 months you are not filing any GST returns, it means you are violating GST law. Your registration has to be cancelled. GST proper officer will do that. Applied for wrong or false refunds, then GST proper officer will cancel definitely. And GST registration has been obtained by means of fraud, willful misstatement, or suppression of the facts. You have taken the registration, GST proper officer will cancel your registration, right? So what are the procedures and forms of cancellation? GSTR 10 has to be filed within 3 months from the date of cancellation, right? So application for cancellation has to be made in form GST-RG 16. GST proper officer gives a show cause notice to the taxpayer in RG 17. Taxpayer has to reply in 18 within 7 days from such notice. If not satisfied, cancellation order shall be given in 19, right, within 30 days of reply by the taxpayer. If satisfied, GST officer may drop cancellation order in GST-RG 20, right? These are the forms. You need not remember as a student, right? If it is possible to remember, that is well and good. If it is not possible to remember these forms, do not worry as a student. But if you are a professional watching this video, please remember all these forms. Result or consequences of cancellation. See, many number of times this question is repeated again in the examination. This is very important question and very practical question. Liability of unpaid taxes continues to be paid even after the cancellation of registration. See, consequences of cancellation, it means your registration is cancelled, your name is not there in the GST registered list, but liability of unpaid taxes continues to be there. You will have to pay the taxes by hook or crook even if your GST registration is cancelled. If such liability arises in future date, liability still continues. You need not pay GST because cancelled, your registration is cancelled. GST cannot be collected from the customers because you are not GST person now. No ITC is available. Why should we give you ITC? Arey, you have not taken registration. Why do you want the benefits? Businesses cannot be continued if it is covered under section 24 of CGST Act, that is the compulsory registration. So businesses cannot be continued if you are following these kind of businesses which is covered under section 24, then you should not do such businesses. If still the business is continued, the act is considered as an offence under the GST Act and attracts heavy fines and penalties. Okay, cannot apply for revocation of cancellation except if GST officer has cancelled the registration. So you cannot apply for revocation of cancellation. You can apply for revocation of cancellation only if the GST officer has applied for it, right? But in any other cases, you cannot apply for revocation of cancellation. That is the result or consequence of cancellation, right? Now this is the procedure. What are the effects of cancellation? It shall not affect the liability of the taxable person. It means liability will continue. Cancellation of registration under the CGST Act or SGST Act shall be deemed to be a cancellation of registration under the other acts. See, deemed registration we have seen section 26. If you are taking registration in one act, it will be deemed that you have taken registration in other two acts. Similarly, if you are cancelling your registration from one act, it is assumed that you are cancelling registration from other two acts as well, right? So every registered taxable person whose registration is cancelled shall pay an amount by the way of debit in the electronic credit or cash ledger equivalent to the. So these two are the cases. Okay, in case of goods other than capital goods, higher of these two. In case if the goods are capital goods, then higher of these two. Now let us read this. ITC held, that is input tax credit held in the stock and held in the inputs or finished or semi-finished goods on the date immediately preceding the date of such cancellation. Then whatever ITC is held in the stock, that amount or output tax payable on such stock, higher of these two has to be paid. In case if it is not capital good, because we are speaking about stock here, right? In case if it is capital good, then ITC taken on the said capital goods reduced by the percentage points may be prescribed in this behalf. It is prescribed under section 1718 of CGST Act, and under the rules, relevant rules, we will see it all later, right? The tax on the transaction value of such capital good. Now whatever transaction value you have got on such capital good, that amount and the ITC taken, higher of these two will have to be paid. In case if it is your capital good, it has to be paid to the GST portal, right? This is all about the effects of cancellation. You should remember this, right? There is amendment, friends. There is amendment in section 29, that is cancellation of registration. The word suspension is inserted by the CGST Act. Suspension with effect from 1st of February 2019. During pendency of the, pendency means pending, during pendency of the proceedings relating to the cancellation of registration, the proper officer may suspend the registration till he finds it fit. GST proper officer has got a new power to suspend the registration. He can appoint again the same registration later. This is the meaning of suspension, okay? He can appoint the same registration again in the future date if the proper officer is satisfied, right? So all the powers are with the proper officer, please remember, in the GST. GST registration gets suspended from the date of application of registration or from the date of seeking cancellation, whichever is later. Now suspension, when will it happen? Here it is given. From the date of application of registration or from the date of seeking cancellation, whichever is later. So whatever is later, from that date suspension order will be given by the GST proper officer. In the suspension period, subject to any proceedings, the taxpayer should not issue any tax invoices because you are suspended. You should not collect the GST. You should not file GST returns because you are suspended, friends, right? So this is all about the cancellation of registration. If any doubts and clarifications are required, please comment below this video, and I will try maximum to make another video on your doubts, right? So see you in next video. Thank you.